I'll mute it. agency has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships.
You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married three-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
There's your first look tonight inside of Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School in the capital city of Bismarck, North Dakota. Hey, anytime, folks, you get a Patriot sign, a Demon sign, it is a sign of a rivalry. And that's exactly what we have for you in store tonight as we got WDA Volleyball from Century High School tonight, as it's the number 2 rated Century Patriots hosting the number 4 rated Bismarck Demons. Hi again, volleyball fans, alongside Mackenzie Quintus, Todd Domries, welcoming you to our PSP Network broadcast booth for this WDA crosstown rivalry matchup. Century comes in 10-1 in the season. Bismarck High 7-5. Century has won all 4 of their WDA contests. Bismarck High had won 3 straight before losing their last match against the Legacy Sabres. So Century looks to hold serve on their home court. Bismarck High, oh, by the way, stopped Century's 52-match winning streak in the WDA on this same court a year ago. So, Mackenzie, as the fans start to file in here, I mean, rivalry nights, and it's always entertaining when the Demons and the Patriots get together.
Yeah, I am excited to see this firsthand in person. Anytime you have a rivalry, it's a fun game, and then when they're in the beginning of the season, 1 and 2, it's going to be hopping.
There's nothing better. Man, when I was a high school prep athlete, anytime the Cavalier Tornadoes or the Munich Magicians came to play in Langdon, it was like, okay, it's game on. So for the Berthold Bombers, who were the rivals for you back in high school?
Oh, thanks for asking. That's kind of a fun question. Well, we had the DLB Lakers,
Okay,
Deluxe
yep.
Burlington. Bishop Ryan was always a big one anytime you played them. It's so fun.
And there's nothing better, right? I
No.
mean, as a kid, as a fan base, some of the best memories that I have of high school athletics were those rivalry games.
Oh, yeah.
And there's always bragging rights.
Absolutely.
Right?
And
Right? When you win and you come out on top, those can stay with you for a long, long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, fans, this is our Shields pregame as we Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions from fishing to fashion. We'll take a timeout. Our Shields pregame rolls on from Century High School tonight. When we come back, we'll dig into the WDA standings. We'll take a look at the BNC National Bank scoreboard and the games we'll be tracking tonight. We'll preview more of the action, update on the latest for the Century Patriots and the Bismarck Demons, and we'll get set for first serve tonight from Century. Should be a good one. 2 teams with a combined 1 loss in the conference. We'll have more after this break on the PSP Network.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus. This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best, best,
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Two teams warming up as we get set for crosstown rivalry matchup game. The homestanding Century Patriots and the visiting Bismarck Demons. Todd Darmers, Mackenzie Quintus back on our Shields pregame show, where they're dedicated to offering you the best retail experience from hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more. Get it all at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Good to have the folks at Shields on for our pregame sponsor on all of our PSP network broadcasts. Time now to dig into the WDA standings, and right off the top, you'll see the Legacy Sabres. Jen Ossel's team off to a great start in conference play, 5-0. Right behind them, nipping at their heels, two undefeated teams, the Century Patriots and the Dickinson Midgets. Bismarck High checks in at number 4 right now in the WDA. Jamestown right behind them. Then followed by Minot, Williston, St. Mary's, Watford City, Mandan, Turtle Mountain round out the WDA standings. So I guess, Mackenzie, a couple things that stand out to me there. Obviously, the great start for Legacy. The Dickinson Midgets undefeated in conference play thus far. And then a couple teams that maybe we thought had some high aspirations of getting back to a state Class A volleyball tournament. Boy, St. Mary's and Mandan kind of off to slow, sluggish starts in conference play.
Yeah, we saw St. Mary's play against Century during one of our broadcasts, and, we both agreed that they looked pretty good. We're off to a good start, took game off of Century. So I'd like to see them, have a few more good games. And Mandan, too, they are a tough start for them, but can only go up.
Yeah, new coach over in Mandan, and so getting used to a new system. Graduated an All-Stater in Piper Harris, was a great player. And then the start for Legacy. Boy, they went into Carlgard and more or less buzzsawed Bismarck High a couple nights ago.
Yeah, I saw that game, and they were on fire. And you could tell they were all just clicking, and they were into it.
And Dickinson High has picked up a couple of road wins in conference play. They got a really good outside hitter, and so, hey, the Midgets looking to stake claim to one of those top seeds and get ready for WDA tournament play when that rolls around as the clock gets to the end of October and the beginning of November in tournament play. Other games we're tracking for tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Obviously, Bismarck High is here at Century. Mandan is at St. Mary's, and hey, we just highlighted it. That's two teams that they could use a W, and one of them is going to get one tonight. Mandan at St. Mary's. Legacy's traveled up to Belcourt to take on Turtle Mountain tonight, and the Williston Coyotes are at the Dickinson Midgets. There's the games we're tracking for you tonight on our out-of-town scoreboard. Last but not least is the volleyball poll that came out not this Monday, but the Monday before. Volleyball polls come out every 2 weeks. And that poll had West Fargo Cheyenne number 1. They have not lost since, so they'll still be probably number 1. Century was number 2, and they haven't lost since then. Fargo North's off to a great start. Bismarck High has taken one on the chin to Legacy now, and so Jamestown was also defeated by Century. And then receiving votes in the last poll were Shanley and Legacy. So I have a sneaky suspicion when the new poll comes out, I get to vote on it. I guarantee you Legacy is going to be in that top 5, at least in my ballots, as quality wins over Bismarck High and Jamestown. Two teams that were in the poll. Legacy was just getting votes, so it stands to reason that the Sabres will be in that top 5 poll when the next one comes out on Monday. So there's a look at your WDA standings, your schedule tonight, and the most recent Class A girls volleyball poll. Take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll dig into the matchup. Team previews for both the Demons and the Patriots when we come back after this break on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoo?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
School songs are being played, getting this place into a little bit of a lather early on as we get set for the Demons and the Patriots. Good to have you tuned in to the PSP Network tonight. This is our Shields pregame show. They're dedicated to giving you the best retail experience. They offer clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions. From fishing to fashion, Shields, our pregame sponsor on all of our PSP Network broadcasts. Good to have Will Weeda on the camera for us tonight. Todd Domrey's Mackenzie Quintus back high above the court at Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School. And Mackenzie, let's talk a little bit about the Bismarck Demons. Got off to a good start in conference play. Maybe didn't play as well as they wanted to in the crossover, but the last game against Legacy, I had a chance to visit with Brianna Klein, the fourth-year head coach, a little bit earlier today, and she was like, I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, I don't blame her. That's something you want to just address what happened and then move on.
And you said something as we were talking off air a moment ago. It looked like communication might have been lacking, and you almost heard that come through on the interview that Coach Klein had after that game. It's kind of like, man, we were out of system, we were out of sync. It's almost like they need a leader to kind of step up and guide the team a little bit right now.
Yeah, and she mentioned that in her post-game interview too, that their serve receive was just not great on Tuesday night, and that makes it very hard to get in system, and then your communication could go real fast after that. I think they need to come out and just have some confidence and just get into this game and forget about Tuesday night.
If there's one team that's had confidence against the Century Patriots in the last couple of years, it's been the Bismarck Demons. So they can play on that. They have three key returnees from a year ago in Peyton Foster, a second-team All-Stater, and Taylor Anderson, the team leader in kills, and they got a good middle in Brooke Curtis. But, boy, after that, just three seniors on the roster, and it's almost a brand-new cast of characters. So you kind of almost thought that it might take the Demons a little bit of time to get things really gelled up this year.
And that's exactly the point. I mean, when you have new girls coming in, sometimes it does just take a little bit for that chemistry to come along, and sometimes it's on and sometimes it's off, and it just takes some time to get that going.
Century last year, folks, went 37-2. They won their fifth state championship in 5 seasons. Guess who those 2 losses were to?
Bismarck High.
The Bismarck Demons. One right here on the Patriots' home court that broke a 52-match winning streak in WDA play, and the other one was at the Fargo Shields tournament. So we mentioned that confidence that Bismarck High has against Century, but I guarantee you the Patriots haven't forgot about it either.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling don't forget about those things very quickly.
And Century, the other thing we want to point out for them, folks, is they've gotten back pretty much to full strength now in regards to Logan Nisley. Obviously, Miley Trahan is still out with a knee injury, but Logan is pretty much back. And obviously get a first-team All-Stater back in the lineup, and that's a good kind of all-around player for the Patriots to get back fully into the mix.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch her play, 100% tonight, and she's being that all-around player, and as strong as she is, she's got to be one of their leaders as well, and so that's just always good to have back on the court.
Now the clock winding down here as we are just about set for volleyball tonight. Once again, Shields, our pregame sponsor. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck.
Respects to Mr. Roy McMurdy and his family. For those who never had the pleasure of meeting him, Mr. McMurdy was one of the many hidden gems here at Century High School. Over the last 5 years, Mr. McMurdy served alongside his wife Kathy as a
Special announcement being taken care of here. Just a moment of silence. Mr. McCurdy, substitute teacher at Century High School for a long time, and unexpectedly passed away this morning. He was a substitute teacher, but boy, he was in the classes and the hallways of Century High School a lot, almost like a full-time substitution. And Mr. McMurdy, well respected and liked amongst the Century High School community, and so he, as mentioned, unexpectedly passed away. There'll be a moment of silence in just a moment, and so we can listen in here to Ben Lervick from Century High School.
Tragically, this morning we learned that Mr. McMurdy passed away. Many were looking forward to his return to school, and our days will be a little less bright without him in our hallways. At this time, members of our volleyball team would like to say a few words about Mr. McMurdy.
If you have never had the chance to have him as a teacher, he was a bright and positive light in every classroom he was in. He made everyone's day a better day.
I would just like to say that he changed everyone's life in a positive way and made a difference, and always thought about everyone else before himself. With that being said, we will all truly miss seeing Mr. McMurdy's face throughout the halls of Century. At this time, we ask that you all join us in taking a moment of silence to remember this amazing man.
Thank you.
A nice moment there, Century High School. Remembering a teacher who passed away unexpectedly this morning, Mr. McMurdy.
Good evening. And
thoughts and prayers go to his family as they deal with.
Century High
That's
School
Patriots. Right now, we're going to have the starting lineups and the introduction of the teams, and here's some of the particulars. Oh, actually, we have our national anthem tonight.
A junior at Century High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A nice rendition of our national anthem tonight.
Here are the lineups for
The young man's wearing number 53. He sang that thing like he's an offensive lineman for the Century Patriots.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Number 2, Jordan.
Here's a look at those starting lineups. First off, for the Bismarck Demons, some of their particulars. You got Madison Foster in that back line, sophomore. Peyton Foster, the senior setter and the returning All-Stater. Emerson Careful, an outside hitter, a junior. Nora Timpey, the junior right sider. Morgan Johnson Colbert, the outside hitter, as a junior. Joined as an outside hitter by Taylor Anderson, the team leader in kills. You'll see a little of Jordan Rude tonight. Rhea Rude and Brooke Curtis for the Bismarck Demons tonight, and their fourth-year head coach, Brianna Klein. For the Century Patriots, some of their key players tonight. Claire Bauman, the high-flying senior for Century. Eden Fridley's had a nice campaign as an outside hitter. She's a junior. Logan Nisley, we mentioned her, the 6-foot senior, returning first-team All-Stater. Etriana Bachman, the sophomore outside hitter. Quinn Cost, the junior setter. Geneva Ding will share the setting duties with Cost as a sophomore. Haven Fitterer as a senior libero. Erica Lee, a middle, and Madison Wolf will get some time tonight as middles. And then you got Miley Trahan, the senior, who is a injury, not playing tonight. There's your two teams' introductions, and we'll take a short timeout. We'll come back, and first serve of the night from Century. It's these Patriots hosting the Demons. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom?
I think your quash later valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Thanks once again to Shields for bringing me our pregame tonight. Get set for volleyball as Central run out Quinn Cost, Eden Fridley, Claire Bauman, Erica Lee, Geneva Ding, and the libero will substitute in. That's Haven Fitterer. Bismarck High will counter tonight with Taylor Anderson, Brooke Curtis, Nora Timpey, Morgan Johnson Colbert, Madison Foster libero, Peyton Foster, and Brooke Curtis. Set up on the far side, sent across there by Morgan Johnson Colbert. Roll shot across for Eden Fridley. Tipped across, and that's a kill for Brooke Curtis.
That's exactly how Bismarck High wanted to start this game. Getting that first point, getting into it, settling in.
Get a quick side out, do the Demons. And stakes them to a 1-zip lead. Johnson Colbert back to serve. First pass by Fridley. Set up for Claire Bauman, and that sails long. The attack error for the Patriots gives Bismarck High a 2-zip lead. Colbert jumps the serve up. First touch by Fitterer, now a middle swing for Fridley, that's blocked. Century back across. Set up by Foster, swing for Curtis, dug out by Century, tipped over, kept alive by Bauman. Set by Foster, another Foster set, and that sails long for Timpey.
Some great coverage on the blocks there by Century. They picked up a lot of those.
And the Patriots earned that first point of the night right there.
That's for sure.
Fridley back to serve for Century, the junior. Dug out by Colbert. There's Anderson's first swing, blocked by Century. Fitterer sets it up. Middle swing for Bauman off the block. Pushed across. Oh, one-handed by Foster. Kept alive. Timpey swings and off the block.
Got a little help from the net on that one.
Got a little of the tape, got a little of the Century block, but it hit the dirt. It hit the dirt. Am I talking baseball? Hit the court. As the Demons off to a quick start. Brooke Curtis, the senior, one of two seniors in that Demon lineup, back to serve. Nisley tools the block.
That was a great hit. The block was just not quite in sync on that one, and she was able to get it off.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They're helping the region with their moving and storage needs. Roger Ward Moving and Storage brings you tonight's game. Claire Bauman back to serve for Century. Demons on top 3-2. Peyton Foster, tip, nice play.
That was a great spot there. Century was back on defense a little bit, and she was able to get them on their heels, and that was something that Bismarck struggled with on Tuesday as well, and so they're kind of taking a play out of that one. And it worked for them this time.
Emerson careful with that kill for the Demons, and it sends Emmy Lawson back to serve. And an ace. One thing the Demons probably have an advantage on over Century is the service line. But you get Taylor Anderson rotating back there, and Johnson Colbert's got a big serve, as does Lawson. Fitterer with a touch. Nisley with a swing. Ooh, hammer time for Logan Nisley.
That was great, and that started off with a perfect pass to the setter. They were completely in system, and that's what happens. You get a huge spike.
Yeah, you get that serve receive right on the money, and everything is on time, and that's what they call in system, right?
That's right. That's how you want it.
Quinn Kost back to serve. Oh, a little backslide for the middle Carafel. Saved by Century. Down the line for Backman. And into the net goes Bismarck High. A high energy start tonight. I'll tell you what, this place is cranked up already. A nice crowd has filed in. Kost serves, and that's an ace. I think it was a late communication call as Johnson Colbert maybe got some advice saying it was out, but it was almost too late.
Yeah, those ones are tough when you just don't quite know and then you decide last minute to take the pass. It's hard to get a good one up that way.
Johnson Colbert pushes it up to Foster. Swing for Anderson. Ooh, cut it. Saved by Nisley. Back to Nisley. Roll shot down.
That was a great dig by her. She used her hands on that one and it was a quality dig. It went fairly closely to the setter, and she went back out to her, and she mixed it up with that roll shot. It was a nice choice.
How tough is that to go from what you're thinking is going to be a bump to that having to get those hands up and set it?
That's tough, but you got to protect the face.
This time, Taylor Anderson returns the favor. Fitterer can't dig it out with the one hand. That's a kill for Taylor Anderson, the junior. Save the face. I like that. It's probably very true, though, right?
Oh, yeah. You take one to the face, and then you learn quickly.
Here is Taylor Anderson with a big serve. Century lucky to get it across. Put it in a good spot. Oh, on a tee for Nisley.
That was nice. She was almost on her way over to that one, it seemed, and she was fast enough to just completely swing down on that.
Logan Nisley off to a quick start. Century on your BNC Bank scoreboard leads 7-6. Nisley will serve it into the tape. The service error for Century gives us a score of 7-7. We can tell you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. Be sure to vote for the Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Nisley with a dig. Bumped across for Backman. Foster, that's Madison. Back row attack for Anderson, blocked. Peyton Foster denied. The block party for the Patriots.
She did a good job at waiting on that one for the back row attempt or attack. She watched that and she got a good block on it.
I think that was Erica Lee that got the block. Fitterer back to serve. Century by one, and back-to-back service errors for Century. Now, I mentioned BNC Bank, folks. Your life is busy. They make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. BNC Bank. Visit them online at bnc.bank. Bauman through the changeup into the donut. Saved nicely by the Demons. They go back row, and that's going to be a point for Taylor Anderson, who she didn't put a lot of mustard on that one, but just got it in the right spot.
Yeah, she's getting warmed up, and it's worked for her, and I like the choice on it, not to slam it out of there if she doesn't have it set.
Peyton Foster back to serve. Good pass by Nisley. Set up for Bauman off the block. Foster saves it. Foster sets it. Anderson goes long. No, check that. That was Colbert Johnson. Or Johnson Colbert.
I think I was getting that mixed around too.
I came off my lips, and I'm like, that didn't sound right. So I had to go to the roster. Tied at 9. Going to be a free ball sent over, and Century's Fitterer, good pass, middle swing, Bauman, tip, and it's down.
That's, Century's doing a good job. They're getting the ball right to the setter, and they're getting their middles involved, and that's always a good sign.
Good first set brewing here. Back and forth we go. Century serves it across for Geneva Ding. Block by Century's Quinn Kost and Claire Bauman get a half apiece there.
I think Century's almost perfected that long block. We had a couple of those that other night.
Yeah, so far they went out. Geneva Ding serves it up. Foster to Foster. Now a back row attack for Colbert Johnson. Swing by Fridley. Oh, she cut it and found the court.
Yeah, she found a great spot on the court there, and that setter put her way outside, and she did have to cut that in, and she did a good job.
That's the one Jenny Walsh explained to me is the thumb down.
Yeah, I liked that explanation because I heard her say that too, and I'm like, that makes perfect sense, and it's exactly how it happens.
Oh, and then an ace.
That was a great serve.
Yeah, short and on the line, and Geneva Ding here has stacked a few for the Patriots. They lead 13-9. Demons could use a side out. Foster sets it up. Curtis with the swing. Kept alive by Fridley, then pushed across by the Patriots, and I think there was a carry there on Century.
Yeah, I think she called a double hit.
Or double hit.
Yeah.
Take your pleasure, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It was kind of a jump, set, turn, and push all in one motion.
Yeah, it just didn't look clean.
Johnson Colbert serves it up. Pushed across by Fridley. Oh, what a dig, but nobody else could corral it for Bismarck High as Madison Foster came out of nowhere with the pancake dig, but no Demons to clean it up.
Yeah, that's a bummer as a defensive player when that happens. But again, we talked about that. That's kind of some of that communication that maybe a new team is getting used to.
Peyton Foster goes back set to Brooke Curtis, and they're going to get Century in the net. Point for the Demons. Hey fans, Northern Plains Heating and Air brings you tonight's game. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. First touch for Fitterer. Back set and a slide for Bauman. Saved nicely by the Demons. Tight set, however. And Foster, that's Peyton Foster, claps her hands and says, that's my bad there.
Yep, there wasn't much that she could do with that, and I'm glad to see that she didn't get hurt on that play.
Number 2, Claire Bauman.
Century by 4, 15-11. Claire Bauman back to serve, the senior. Rifles one across. Johnson Colbert the dig. Swing down the line for Timpey. Nicely done.
That was a great shot down the line. That's hard to defend, and Fridley got her hands up, but just didn't get enough on the ball.
As a hitter, is it easier to come to the court than it is to go down the line? I mean,
I always thought it was easier to go across than it was to go down line.
Yeah.
But everybody's got their own talents.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like some people really like the cut shot, and others seemingly don't go to it very often. So
right.
Logan Nisley's got a great cut shot for Century. Service error for the Demons, and that sends Quinn Coast back to serve up an ace. This was a good rotation last time for Century as they stack some points with this group out on the court. And you get a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Call Hub International Insurance today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Century on top in set 1, 17-12. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Let's look at the Century huddle. Jamie Zastopol, the 12th year head coach for the Century Patriots. 8 consecutive WDA tourney titles. 5 out of 6 state titles for the Patriots. Jamie Zastopol's been the coach that's captained the Patriots to much of that success as Quinn Coast at the service line. Tipped across by Foster, saved by Fitterer. Coast sets it up, Backman goes far side, and that sails wide.
Yeah, she just didn't get enough snap on that one.
The attack error there for the sophomore Adriana Backman.
Number 18, Taylor Anderson.
And Taylor Anderson back to the service line. One of the best jump servers in the region. Ooh, that had some hair on it.
Yeah, she is good behind the service line.
Nisley to the back row. Comes across to Careful. Saved by Fridley. Pushed across now by Erica Lee. Set up by Foster. Near side, Johnson Colbert. Return to sender.
That was a great block. They turned that right in, and it just went right in between all those players. That's a tough one. It comes really fast, and to get under it.
Well, Brianna Klein, the fourth-year head coach for the Demons, burnt a timeout a moment ago. Century has answered. Nisley off the side out. Tipped across this time. Oh, nice little change up there for Morgan Johnson Colbert, the junior.
Yep, that's a great choice after you get it coming back in your face. You want to switch it up a little bit, and she got it.
Madison Foster back to serve it up for Bismarck High. Fridley with the serve receive, comes to Backman. Oh, nice play. Blocked by Curtis and Johnson Colbert, and that's a point for the Demons.
They did a great job on that, hanging on that block, and they were able to give it just enough oomph to go back over.
Madison Foster serves it up again with the Patriots on top by 3, and that is a service error, goes just wide. Looking for the line was Foster, but misfires. Haven Fitterer on the service line for the Patriots. Set up for the middle, Brooke Curtis, and she goes to the tip.
Yeah, that's working for them, and, go with what's working until they can make an adjustment, then keep racking up the points.
Yeah, the offhand tip that time as Curtis went to the left. Peyton Foster, the returning All-Stater, serves it across. Nisley digs it up. Koss sets it. Fridley rolls it over. Nice dig by Anderson. Johnson Colbert across. Set up. And a rip there by Eden Fridley. Dig by Anderson. Johnson Colbert sends it in.
That was a nice hit. She got that back corner. That's a tough one to get, too. She hit it perfectly.
Yeah, after the block a moment ago, Johnson Colbert.
She's doing a great job of mixing up her attacks.
And now an ace. Foster this time goes to the float. Set up by Century. Driven across by Fridley. Oh, what a save for Foster. And belted down by Johnson Colbert.
That was a great save by Foster. She got that back in play, and they were able to execute on that. And they've got the momentum now.
Uncle Mo has swung to the Demons. We're tied at 19. Good pass by Nisley. Bauman. Oh, big time.
Big time is right. She's so fun to watch.
Just looks a little different when Claire Bauman connects.
Yeah, like we talked about the last time we watched Century. I mean, she just gets up there.
Yeah. Geneva Ding at the service line with Century clinging to a 1-point lead. Demons trying for a side out. Oh, nice play. Brooke Curtis is feeling it.
Yeah, it's good to see her getting out and getting into this game.
Number 16, Morgan Johnson Colbert.
Johnson Colbert serves it up as we're tied at 20. Century cannot get it over. An ace.
Yeah, she went with a one-handed set, which you don't see very often. That ball was tight. She didn't have a lot of options, and she gave it a try.
Johnson Colbert will serve it up again. Fitterer, tight set. Pushed across by Fridley. Oh, how did she stay out of the net? Taylor Anderson, blocked. Oh, don't give up. And the Demons lead by 2, and we got a timeout. A Hub International Insurance timeout. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. We break. Demons on top in set 1, 22-20. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships.
You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Demons on top, 22-20. BNC Bank scoreboard is they're closing in on a serve pro set 1. Johnson Colbert serves it. Bauman off the side out. Saved by Anderson. Pushed across by Timpey. Free ball for Century. Coast off the block. Big point for the Patriots.
That is a big point. They needed that one to kind of switch it up here.
22-21 Demons. Fridley serves it up. Got into the body of Foster. Going to be sent across by Timpey. Fitterer, tight set, Bauman, and you're going to get somebody in the net.
I think it was Geneva Ding, and they're just
Todd Dahmer's Mackenzie Quintus back at Century High School. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Can't sometimes overcome a power outage. As folks, you missed a thriller. This place was cranked up, and we were sitting here doing everything we could other than open heart surgery to get us back on the air. But we had Century in a thrilling first set win 27-25.
It was so exciting, and the crowd was so into it. Lots of great digs and finding just the spot, and it was exciting.
And now we start set 2, as we can tell you that our intermission that we didn't get to bring you to, but in between sets, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Doctors Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry-Dahmers can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. And there's a kill by Logan Nisley.
Yeah, she had one block that was maybe not timed correctly, and so she had an open net, and she took advantage of it.
Number 2, Claire Bauman.
Claire Bauman back to serve. Those are the, as an announcer like you and I are, those are the kind of sets you live for, and we're just sitting here like, are you kidding me? We're off the air. And there's an attack error by Brooke Curtis. Century leads 3-1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. And Bauman hits the tape on the serve, and that will give a point to Bismarck High, makes it 3-2.
Number 20, Brooke Curtis.
27-25, Century wins set 1.
And Bismarck did a good job of coming back in that game because I felt like Century was in charge the whole time, but they came back at the end and they weren't going to go without a fight.
Kill there for the Century Patriots, Erica Lee. And Century has doubled up Bismarck 4-2 here in set 2. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you by Planet Pizza. They got the 30-inch Galactic Pizza. There's a swing set by Careful, saved by Century, back on the Demon side. Timpey goes to the libero Fitterer. Now Adriana Backman blocked away. Foster tries to dump it. Good coverage by the Patriots. Middle swing for Lee off the tape. Set up by Foster. Timpey couldn't get over the net on a tight set.
Yeah, that was a little bit tight, but I like that decision by the by Foster, the libero, to go across court like that because the angle, if you stay on the outside, can just be tough.
Dig by Johnson Colbert. Swing by Careful. And there's a well-formed block for the Patriots.
Yep, she was all over that one.
Looks like Erica Lee, one of the team leaders in blocks once again, and Backman getting in there on the action as well. Foster comes near side. Oh, that'll take your breath away.
Yeah, I literally did just go, that was a great hit. And she had an open net. Watch out, defense.
Taylor Anderson just delivered the goods there. And I'm still looking at Quinn Coast like, is she okay? She's staying in the game. So she must be okay as Century leads 6-3.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to let someone take you out of the game on that one.
Roll shot by Backman. Nice play. The sophomore, Adriana Backman, with the kill. The Patriots on top 7-3 here in set 2. Century leads 1-0. Nisley, Johnson Cole with the dig, set by Foster. Anderson into the bottom of the tape that time.
Yeah, that one's just a little bit of a mental error on that one. You got to get the ball over the net to stay alive.
This time, Taylor Anderson doesn't get a tip, sails long. And Brianna Klein wants timeout. We'll break a Hub International Insurance timeout. Your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell, Michael Borman, contact them at 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. Century on top 9-3 here in set 2. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Well, after that thrilling set 1, Century has taken an early lead here in set 2. Logan Nisley at the service line, dug out by Madison Foster. Peyton Foster, free ball for Century. Nisley with a good first pass, second pass, Lee, bingo.
That was a great hit. Right off the free ball there, those are the ones you want. You get a perfect pass off free ball usually, and they had a set plan for that.
Yeah, the side out that time for the Patriots. Nisley. Now it's set up. Here comes Taylor Anderson off the block. 1-2. Can they get it across? How about that coverage? Hustle by the Patriots. A little backslide there for Careful. Century comes back with Fridley. In.
got that back line there. That was a good hit.
Well, the Patriots flexing a little muscle here in a set 2. Biggest lead in set 1 was 4. Well, the Patriots lead by 8 here in set 2. Taylor Anderson down the line. Oh, just long.
Yeah, Century's got a good run going here.
Century on top 12-3. Apologize once again for those technical difficulties, as sometimes a power outage will come up and bite you. As the Patriots ahead in set 2, 12-3. The Patriots won a thrilling set 1, 27-25. So the Patriots 1-0 lead.
I think they're clarifying with the line judge right now, because I did notice that she called it in, but I think she was calling her line where the ball did go out, and had it stayed inbounds, it would have been, inside of her line that she's watching. But the one on the opposite corner did call it out, and it was the right call.
Kind of like a mini review. Careful. Goes behind. Slipped across by Century. Pushed up by Johnson Colbert. Careful. Dug out by Nisley. Back row back to Nisley. Out. That one was close too.
That was close, but
the Demons got the last one. This one.
Yeah,
Patriots got the last one. The Demons get this one.
That's right. That's how the ball goes sometimes.
Taylor Anderson with her big serve back at the service line. Cranks one across, dug out by Fitterer. Fridley rolls it over and down.
Great change up by Fridley there. They were back on their heels, and she had a lot of court to work with on that roll shot.
Hey fans, Prestwich Orthodontics offers free consultations and financing options to take your smile to the next level. Contact them at 852-2646. Service error for Century makes it 13-5 Patriots. Brooke Curtis back on.
Number 1, Madison Foster.
Emerson careful off. Nisley sets it up. Coast. And Fridley bangs one in.
She's having a great night. She's had a lot of kills already.
Yeah, the Demons are going to sub in Aspen Roldson, the freshman. And they serve it to her immediately. Good setup to Foster. Middle swing for Curtis. Dug out by Nisley. Fridley hammers it. Blocked by the Demons. Coast sends it into the net. Attack error for Century.
Yeah, she just looked a little bit off on that one. She was trying to get herself lined up to the ball, and it was a tough angle for her.
Timpey back on, and Roldson off for Bismarck High. And you get Peyton Foster back at the service line. Knuckleball serve. Sails long. Pretty clean game as far as errors.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, neither team really with a bunch of attack errors or service errors or unforced errors, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, especially in that first game, there weren't very many service errors and just lots of scrappy play.
Fitterer kept that alive off the basketball standard. Century no give up. Middle swing, long for Timpey. How did the Patriots get a point out of that?
Hey, you just stick with it.
That thing looked like it set up on the basketball shot clock for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, you just got to sit under and wait for it. Keep your eye on the ball. Stay calm. Keep it in play.
Fridley serves it up with the Patriots up 10. Tipped by Curtis, covered up by the Patriots. Nisley cuts it across. Dug out by Foster. Ooh, one-handed across by Curtis. Set up by Ding. Middle swing. Bauman! It's down as she tools the block.
Yeah, she only had one block on there, and she got a little bit off of it, and that's hard to defend when it just goes off the block like that.
Century in cruise control here in set 2. And an ace.
Yeah, I think cruise control is a good way to describe this game because they've had a lot of runs.
And a Hub International Insurance timeout called by Brianna Klein. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage Century on top, 18-6 with the Patriots leading by 1 set. This is set 2 action. We'll be back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Out of the Demon timeout, brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Demons will go to their best side out play. Century looking to close out set 2, take a 2-0 lead. Johnson Colbert across. Nisley dug out by Foster. Timpey, tough angle, kill attempt there. In the middle, Bauman blocked. Century keeps it alive. Nisley goes cross court. Madison Foster with a nice dig, bumped up by Anderson, sent over by Johnson Colbert. Ding, Nisley cranks, kept alive by the Demons. Timpey rolls it, nice play.
Yep, that was open, and those, you could tell there was a couple girls that are like taking a step towards it. Are you gonna get it? Am I gonna get it? And then it just drops.
Found the spot.
Number 16, Morgan Johnson Colbert.
Did Nora Timpey, the junior. Morgan Johnson Colbert with an ace. Big smile on her face as ace is the place. Boy, there's a lot of juniors in this Bismarck Demon lineup.
Yes, I noticed that too, which is exciting for them.
Just 2 seniors, Peyton Foster and Brooke Curtis. They're valuable contributors, but an underclassmen-dominated team is, you get the verticality rule whistled there against the Demons.
Yeah, you know, she was over the net. You got to be really careful when you're in the front there to do not break the plane unless it's after the 3rd hit, and so you can't interfere with the other team's play. And that's what happened, and that's why they got the call.
Bauman with Century up 19-8. Taylor Anderson, big swing. Blocked by the Patriots. Curtis also blocked. Dug out by Foster. Curtis again. Set by Fridley. Ding gets it to Lee. Bingo.
That was a nice quick set there. The block was not ready, and she put it down.
Century's been stacking points left and right here in set 2.
They sure have.
Claire Bauman back to serve. Overpass. Nisley not going to miss that one.
It almost looked like between her and the middle hitter there, Lee, it's like, do you get it or do I get it? We both want it because that overpass is just so tempting.
So whoever's the quicker jumper is going to get that one, right? Taylor Anderson sends it across. Ding, can't save it. Outside the antenna, and that'll be a point for Bismarck High and a kill for Taylor Anderson. Well, after a thrilling set 1 win for the Patriots, looking to close out set 2. Curtis floats it across, set up far side. Nisley this time hits it into the net.
Yeah, that set was way off the net, or excuse me, the pass was way off the net, which makes it hard for the setter, and it was a tough one for Nisley to get.
Nisley catches the net, and the Patriots lead by 11. First touch, second touch. Quinn Coast with a flat-footed send across. Foster back set Timpey. Ooh, nice hard hit there for Nora Timpey.
Yeah, she got a great approach on that one, and that was a good, strong hit.
It's got to be one of the best feelings in volleyball when you get your approach right. You catch it just right on time.
Yeah, it feels so good.
And you know exactly where you want it to go, and it goes exactly there.
And they don't get it, and it's point for your team.
Yep. Nisley rolls it across for Century. Sent across by Timpey. Century sets it far side to Nisley. Goes down the line. Curtis digs it. Set for Careful, and that's long and wide.
Yep, long and wide, and Fitterer did a good job of running it down, making sure it was long and wide.
Heck, we got here early enough. Haven Fitterer was the down judge for the C Squad game today.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if she gets paid for that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Anderson goes cross court. Nisley tries to come back cross court, but she catches the net. And it's a 10-point lead for Century. Roldson will rotate in. And the freshman, Aspen Roldson, will serve it up. Nice serve, but it's wide. Just went over the net perfectly, but didn't have the angle.
Yeah, that could be tough to come in off the bench and to serve, but it's so important to get it in. Now she needs to just concentrate. They're going to serve it right at her because she just came off the bench. Get a good pass here and get your team back.
Century on top, 23-12. Back set for Careful. Kept alive by the Demons, but it's going to be a block. And a win for Century, and now you have a Serve Pro set point. Serve Pro with trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's a Serve Pro set point. Patriots lead 24-12. Nisley drives it into the dig for Foster. Taylor Anderson. Not a set point there.
Oh, that is so fun to watch. I mean, she just puts so much power behind the ball.
Yeah, the Demons save one set point, but they got a big hole to dig out of here. Got the right gal at the service line, though, if you're going to rattle off a few.
Yeah, that's right.
Taylor Anderson just right on cue. Hits into the net, and there's your Serve Pro set point. Century up 2-0. They win this one 25-13 in set 2. Take a Premier Chiropractic second set break, and we'll come back with set 3 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Century wins set 1, 27-25. Patriots take set 2, 25-13. Minor upcoming action on the PSP Network tomorrow night. Football doubleheader. Century at Minot and Fargo North at St. Mary's on the PSP Network. Todd Domrey's Mackenzie Quintus back at Century High School, tipped across by Brooke Curtis. Free ball for the Demons. They go back set to Timpy, and she sends it long.
They were hoping for maybe a touch on that, but I didn't see one.
Patriots take a quick 1-zip lead. Let's get that intermission brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. They're focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Nice serve by Century. Oh, what a better spot for the Demons.
Yeah, that Brooke Curtis is going up there and, you know, as if she's approaching and she's trying to pull the block there, and that is opening up a little bit for the tip.
Johnson Colbert. It's been a couple times that Bismarck High has misfired on the near side here as a service error goes to Century. Let's see if the Demons can extend this to a cent 4, or will Century get the sweep tonight on their home court. Taylor Anderson dug out by Fitterer. Set by Ding. Nisley down the line. Dig by Foster. Set by Foster. Timpy into the tape.
Yeah, she just didn't quite get her approach there. That can be a tough one to hit.
I saw one of the Century students holding up a broom. They're looking for the sweep, Mackenzie.
Oh, yeah. They're ready for it.
Foster. Changeup. Nice play for Taylor Anderson.
She's got a really good roll shot. Like, she goes up like she's going to slam it, and you know that she can slam it. So it's easy to get back and be ready for that, but she can just, at the last second, she just rolls it right in.
Yeah, you get that defense back on their heels a little bit, and you go to the roll shot, and it's like everybody's in cement.
Yeah, it's hard to recover from that.
Bauman off the block. They went to the back set, and the slide goes off the Demons. I think. Well, we're going to get a...
I think they're maybe questioning whether it actually got over the net, maybe.
Hey, fans, tonight's game brought to you by Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza, out of this world, serving the Minot area. Roger Ward Moving and Storage brings you tonight's game. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandStorage.com. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS Store, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza in Minot for all your packing and shipping needs. Peyton Foster, Anderson again, blocked by the Patriots. Anderson one more time, rolls it, down again. Just like you said, Mackenzie, the last second decision to go to the roll has worked tonight for Taylor Anderson.
And that was a great choice because she just swung hard and she got blocked. So when that's not working, you got to find something else.
Aspen Roldson back to serve. Fridley with a dig. Ding sets it up. Nisley, Colbert. Oh, and this time the overpass cannot be handled by Erica Lee. That's a point for Bismarck High.
Yeah, I think her timing was just off on that one.
Roldson serves it up again. Fridley with a setup, second touch. Nisley down the line. Kept alive by the Demons. Ding goes to Coast, had to rearrange her steps on the approach. Now Bismarck High, a little unforced error there, we'll say. Just miscommunication on the set to the kill, and Bismarck High, with an unforced error, gives Century a point.
Number 11, Quinn Coast.
Quinn Coast back at the line, serve it up for the Patriots. Oh, and luckily that went out.
Yeah, that was lucky because they were kind of looking at each other. You taking it, am I taking it? And nah, it's out.
Stay tuned tonight. Our post-game brought to you by Shots Crossroads. They're your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Post-game also brought to you in part by the planning team, planning team financial advisors, as Backman goes with the cut shot. Back row attack for Taylor Anderson. Bumped up once, twice, three times. Free ball for the Demons. Tight set. It goes over and down, however.
Yeah,
everybody was confused by that one.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. You don't see that very often. But
you thought the Demons were going to tip it, and I think the Patriots were waiting for the tip across, and then it didn't get tipped, and it went down.
Yeah, and it's easy to take your, just take your eye off the ball for 1 second. And
nice dig there by Fitterer. Back row push by Fridley. Set by Peyton Foster. Back row attack. Anderson, hello.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see her get going here.
That would be just what the doctor ordered for the Demons, down 2-0. And the Demons seem like they're content on feeding it to Taylor Anderson.
Yeah, and they should be. I mean, you gotta. That's their go-to girl, and you want to get her going.
Backman dug out by Morgan Foster. Sent across by Johnson Colbert. Back to Nisley with a nice tip. Well, she got up there that time.
Yeah, she really did. That was a nice tip. And, you know, she had one blocker there, and defense was just a little bit back.
Demons have their lead trimmed to 1. 7-6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Nisley dug out by Roldson. Johnson Colbert down the line. Good coverage by the libero Fitterer. Free ball for the Demons. Peyton Foster comes to Colbert, goes to the cross court shot, blocked by Century. Backman cranks, partially blocked, and a dump. Century covers that up. Fridley blocked again, pushed by Nisley. Roldson sets it up, and now Taylor Anderson with a free ball sent over to Century. Fitterer right on top of the net. It was jousted, kept alive. Peyton Foster down the line. Dig by Nisley. Roll shot by Fridley. Here we go. Good rally. Back set for Careful. She got it.
I don't think that's exactly what she was going for, and the look on the setter Foster's face was like, oh, that'll work. Especially after a long rally like that.
Demons go to the slide, and it works to perfection. Might not be how you drew it up on the whiteboard, but it counts. Madison Foster will serve it up. Nisley with a good first pass. They go middle to Backman, blocked. Pushed across by Lee. Foster sets it up. Johnson Colbert rolls it. Middle set for Erica Lee. That goes long. That middle set, boy, when it's timed right, it's effective, but that time the timing just off, just ever so slightly.
Yeah, it looked like maybe the set was just a little bit low for her, you know, and then that comes into timing as well. But you're right, when it's on, and it's fun to watch.
Nisley, it's one of the few bad passes you'll see her make, but that time it's going to be an ace for Madison Foster, and the Demons lead by 4, their biggest lead of the evening. They're down 2-0. Century leads 2-0. Reminder after the game, however, Move the Game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Fridley, too tall. And the Demons have found something here in set 3. Madison Foster. Century, a little miscommunication. Chance for Bismarck High. Curtis went to the dump. Dumped back across by Lee. One-handed twice by the Demons, but then they couldn't keep it in.
Yeah, they weren't letting the balls fall in the donut there. They were getting a lot of good touches and keeping the ball in play.
Number 14, Haven Fitterer.
Demons on top, 11-7. Haven Fitterer serves it up. Dig by Anderson. Swing by Curtis. Dug out by Nisley. Coast sets it up. Fridley rolls it and down. Century has stacked a couple together here. Patriots looking for the sweep. Century 10-1 in the season. Bismarck High 7-5. Century number 2. Bismarck High number 4 in that last volleyball poll. And Fitterer with the ace. Haven Fitterer rips another serve and back-to-back.
It's always fun as a server when you can get back there and just rattle off a couple aces.
If you get 3 in a row as a turkey like it is in...
I mean, is it a hat trick?
A hat trick? A turkey?
I mean, I think we should make that be a hat trick.
We can do whatever we want, Mackenzie.
All right.
Almost got it. Did Fitterer. Colbert cuts it across. Bauman, left-handed tip. I think that was tipped, yep. It's going to be a point for Century, and the Patriots have tied it up. A moment ago, they were down by 4. Century with the senior Fitterer, and that's going to be long.
Went just long. I thought it was going to be further out than that, but it kind of dropped. And
it did have a little drop on the end. It made all the Demon fans kind of go,
yeah.
Peyton Foster back to serve. And that's a great serve. Got into Nisley, and that's an ace for Bismarck High. Boy, a lot of aces here in set 3.
Yeah, there really has been.
Hey, as part of our post game tonight, you get your Sport Clips MVP of the contest. Sport Clips keeps you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Adriana Backman goes down the line. Nice dig by Madison Foster. Foster with the set. Colbert. Oh, Johnson Colbert just long.
Yeah, that was a good idea. It was just a little bit too far.
Had the spot, just couldn't get on top of it enough.
Number 13,
Geneva Ding will serve it up for the Patriots. Madison Foster with the dig. Peyton Foster sets. Middle swing for Brooke Curtis. Kept alive by Century. And they just got it across, and they get a winner out of it.
Oh, man, got a little bit of help from the net on that one.
And just like that, we're tied up again. Has a feel of just like it did in set 1. One team gets a little bit of advantage, the other one comes right back.
Yeah, they're right back and forth, back and forth.
Tip by Timpey. Fitterer goes to Fridley, who tools the block.
That was a good changeup by her again. Like she went into the block, but it wasn't as hard as we've seen her hit, and they weren't able to put it back to Century's side.
Geneva Ding. Johnson Colbert with the first touch. Swing by Timpey. Blocked and returned to center by the Patriots. Coast and Bauman did it again. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. Vote for the Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Ding went to the changeup, and Fridley rose and looked for the spot, but it went wide.
Yeah, and look, her reaction there was like, shoot, I should have just hit that.
Yeah, Eden Fridley, the junior. Got a little bit of time last year for the Patriots state championship team. Now she's one of the team leaders. Good all-around player for Century, good multi-sport athlete, great track athlete, good basketball player. Century pushes it across. Free ball for the Demons. They come to Taylor Anderson. Ooh, hard hit. And down, it's in.
That was hard, and she had a lot of, it had to have been topspin on that because it just spun right into the court.
Right in front of the Century student section, they're like, how the heck was that in?
That's what they always say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, served up there by Kaylee Stroll, and the ace. Kaylee Stroh, the junior outside hitter. Yeah, they change spots. Get an ace and you go to a different spot, go to the float.
Yeah, depends on what your coach is telling you, where you want it to go. Some people prefer to serve from one side or the other, depending on what zone the coach is telling them to serve to.
Were you always stay in the same spot server, or did you move around sometimes on that back line?
I was always stay in the same spot. Mm-hmm.
See, that to me, that would be like changing spots on the free throw line. You always got to go to the same spot. I would think, but.
Everybody has their preferences.
Taylor Anderson blocked. Back set, Timpey. Oh, almost got that to catch the tape and go across, but it's an attack error for the Demons, and Century here in set 3 leads 17-16. Patriots looking for the sweep. Fridley does the honors on the serve. Touch 1, touch 2. Brooke Curtis blocked by Century. Dig by Ding. Oh, Bauman.
That was a great job by Bauman to recover from that because the timing or communication was obviously off on it.
Yeah, she was getting the approach all set up, and all of a sudden it was back behind her head, and I don't know, she got her feet untangled in time to get a point out of that. Dig by Madison Foster. Anderson rolls it, covered by Ding. Coast sets it up. Nisley. Foster digs that out. And then Madison Foster, a flat-footed kill attempt for Taylor Anderson. Coast, big hit. And it's going to be a kill for Quinn Coast.
That's too bad. That was a really great dig by the setter, Foster, on the other side there, and that's just can be disheartening sometimes when your team can't come around and pick that up. But again, that comes down to a little bit of the communication, and they'll get it.
And we get a timeout. Brought to you tonight, as always, by Hub International Insurance. And contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell, Michael Borman, for all your personal and business insurance needs. Back after this timeout, Century looking for the sweep. They lead in set 3, 19-16. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Eden Fridley serves it up. And a good side-out play there for Bismarck High. You're going to go to the moneymaker. Taylor Anderson puts it home off the block.
Yeah, she did a really good job there of swinging hard and using the block and also staying out of the net. She kind of danced on it a little bit, but she stayed out.
Number 20, Brooke Curtis.
Brooke Curtis with the Demons down by 2. The senior serves it to Fitterer. Far side, Bauman off the tape, and nobody kept it alive for the Demons.
That's hard there when she hit it. It came right off the net and went straight up. And as a blocker, you're jumping up, and you don't expect it to do that, so you lose sight of the ball, and it's hard to pick it back up.
Claire Bauman with the Patriots up by 3. Set by Foster. Taylor Anderson rolls it. Nice dig by Geneva Ding. Cut shot for Nisley. Tight set, jousted. Nisley's everywhere. Back row attack for Fridley. Foster with a nice dig. Back set, Timpey. Paintbrushes one over. Century gets a push. Oh, and it was tipped, but it goes out. Just about a block for Bismarck High, but it turns into a point for Century.
I was just going to say, whether she meant to use it off the block or it just worked out that way, point for Century.
Century by 4. Quick set, careful, pushes it across to the left hand. And going to get a point for the Demons. I didn't see what that was. Did you catch what?
Yeah, it looks like they called Erica Lee in the net.
Oh, okay. The freshman Roldson serves it across for the Demons. Middle push for Lee. Foster to Foster. To Anderson. Sounds like a law firm. And a point for the Demons. See a lot of freshmen getting a lot of time in the WDA, but this Aspen Rolson's getting a lot of action tonight for Bismarck High. Nisley into the net. No. Foster was in the net for the Demons. My eyes deceive me.
Number 11, Quinn Coast.
Quinn Coast will serve it up. Tough set there for Foster. Careful, couldn't deal with it.
Yeah,
and error on the Demons.
Yeah, I was just going to say that one is tough because it, as an outside hitter, you want it to come out almost to the antennas there, and that one was short. And just needs to find a better way to adjust to it.
Hub International Insurance timeout called by Brianna Klein of the Demons. Century closing in on a sweep. They lead 23-19. We're back with the finale of this one after this break on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Century leads 23-19. Quinn Coast will be at the service line for the Patriots. And they're looking for a serve pro match point. And Coast goes down the line, and a service error gets Taylor Anderson to the service line for the Demons.
Number 18, Taylor Anderson.
A couple aces could be big for Bismarck High here. Overpass, tipped across by Careful. Century goes to Adriana Backman, dug out by the Demons. Nice pass, back row attack, tip by Anderson, cleaned up by Fridley. Nisley rips it off the block.
She really got her whole arm in that swing. She just had her approach down. She got up and just really put it all into it.
And here's your serve pro match point. 24-7 emergency service. It's serve pro for tonight's match point. Century on top by 4. They lead 2-0. Demons tip and an error for Johnson Colbert. And this one will go into the books. Century wins it 3-0. And when we come back, we'll have our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show, coach interview, player interviews, and much more when we come back. Century 25-20 wins set 3, and they take this one with a sweep tonight on the home court of the Patriots. Back with our planning team, financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above. Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above. Way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from.
All right, back in our Shots Crossroads planning team financial advisors postgame. Coach Zastapool. Hey, that's a crosstown rivalry match right there. Tell us about set 1. That was awesome.
You know, that was a nail biter. When I walked over afterwards, I said, you know, this is our 5th set straight of being a 2-point match. We just did 4 in Jamestown, and it's fun. I mean, that's fun volleyball, and our girls competed, and that's what we talked about all week, is just competing every point.
Yeah, it was a clean game. I mean, not a lot of errors, good play by both teams. And, hey, the Demons have a little bit of a slow start, but they're a formidable team.
They are. They're a great team. They've got a lot of talent there, and they're going to start putting some things together a little bit better. But I expect them to be a team at the end of the season for sure.
What's been working well for you guys? Obviously 11-1 on the season now, but a lot of good things as a coach you have to be happy with.
We are. This group has just fought. We've had a lot of obstacles along the way, bringing in some kids. We're still waiting on one to bring in, hoping we can get her healthy. But this team has fought together, and it doesn't matter your role. They step in and they play it. They're not a selfish group, and really fun group to have in the gym. And they want to learn and they want to get better, and that's what you want as a coach.
Nice game tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's head coach Jamie Zastapul. We'll bring in Eden Fridley. Hey, nice game tonight, Eden. Talk about the atmosphere. I mean, crosstown rivalry game. I mean, the student sections were involved. That had to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, these games are always a blast, especially last year was just like this. But I think what made us win this match is the energy on the court and the girls that were the 6 out here. So, yeah.
Talk about your role. I mean, last year you got time and were a contributor, but it's really expanded this year, kind of all around the court.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, the girls on the court have my back, and I think that's what kind of makes me. It's easier to step into that leadership role. So it's definitely the girls that surround me that make me better.
Yeah, and talk about, I mean, communication is such a big thing, but it seems like whether you guys are in the front row, back row, in the huddles, it seems like you guys really have got the communication figured out.
Yeah, totally. That's what we work on the most, and we do a lot of activities and team bonding to make each other know each other more and get to know each other. So yeah, definitely.
And I guess we talked about the crosstown rivalry. Does it make it a little bit better when you win against the Demons?
The Demons are a great team, but yes, it has a little. It's good.
Of course, right? You always got to have bragging rights, right? Yeah,
no, but yeah.
Hey, good game tonight.
Thank you.
That's Eden Fridley joining us on our post game. The junior standout for the Patriots. Century sweeps this one. We'll come back with more of our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post game after this timeout.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Back in our postgame, Todd Domrey's Mackenzie Quintus putting a wrap on this one as Century wins set 1, 27-25 in a thriller. They take set 2, 25-13, a hard-fought win in set 3, 25-20. The Patriots get the sweep tonight. They're 11-1 in the season now. Bismarck High will fall to 7-6. Next action for the Patriots on Saturday, they will be at Turtle Mountain. Bismarck High has back-to-backs, as tonight they had Century. Tomorrow night they will have Watford City at home. It's our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. Tonight's post-game also brought to you by Shots Crossroads. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. I guess first thing, some just final game thoughts here, Mackenzie, is you look at Century and I try to think, well, what did they do really well tonight? They just kind of did everything. I mean, the serve receive was good. The attack was good. The sets were good. I mean, the service line was good. I mean, just kind of an all-around good effort tonight for the Patriots, and obviously beat a good team tonight than the Bismarck Demons.
Yeah, I would agree. And, one thing that I really noticed during the game is, we talk a lot about the donut and, tipping the ball in the middle. They didn't let very many of those fall. Yep. They did a really good job of picking those up. And even I remember Backman had a couple in the first game, and then I think in the second one too, where she really dug it. It wasn't out of the net, but it was almost going, she had to get towards the net there, and she, they put a lot of balls in play also.
Hey, we did get one thing cleaned up. We asked the question during the game if Haven Fitterer would get paid to be a down judge for the C Squad game today, and nope, those were National Honor Society volunteer hours.
Good for her.
So, hey, we ask questions, and sometimes we get answers, just like that on the PSP Network. So we strive to do. We like to highlight and promote local athletes and get answers to questions. That's what it's all about. All right, Mackenzie, a couple things to take care of here. But first, let's take one more quick timeout. We'll come back and put a wrap on this one. We'll give you our player of the game and our move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Back in our Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroad postgame, putting a bow on this one. Century gets the sweep. A reminder, our next volleyball action next week, it will be St. Mary's at Minot. That'll be September 20th. That's our next volleyball action. Doubleheader football for you tomorrow night right here on the PSP Network. Century at Minot should be a good one from the Magic City, and we'll have Fargo North at St. Mary's. Scott Woodmansey on the call on that one as the Patriots at Minot tomorrow, and the Fargo North Spartans at St. Mary's for a doubleheader in high school football tomorrow night. Time now for a couple of post-game things we'd like to do. First is give you our move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Their efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And Mackenzie, boy, we have to go to set one. And the closeout there, unfortunately, our power issues tonight here didn't allow us to bring that to you, but a lot of great action as Century wins at 27-25, and we go there for our move of the game.
Yeah, one thing I noticed in the end of that game, I was trying to watch really closely as you guys were working so hard to get us back up. Nisley really took charge, and she had a couple of really big hits, and she put it down, and then she gathered her team up, and she's like, "Let's go!" She was really rallying them and taking charge.
Yeah, and we talked to Eden Fridley about the communication. It seemed like that was really good tonight for the Century Patriots.
Yeah, I would agree. They seem to be just more in sync.
And a small tip of the cap, even though Bismarck High got swept tonight by Century, they brought it. I mean, they were a little out of sync a couple nights ago against Legacy, but the Demons played much better tonight than they did a couple nights ago.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They they really did a good job of coming back in that first set, and they were right there in it. It could have been anybody's game. And they did a good job in sets 2 and 3 as well. It just, Century got on a few big runs, and it's sometimes hard to come back from that.
Now that's your move of the game, the closeout of set 1 that Century won 27-25, keynoted by their first-team All-Stater Logan Nisley, providing the spark there to get Century over the hump in set 1. Century, we mentioned next action for them. They'll be on the court on Saturday at Turtle Mountain, Bismarck High. Next action for them is tomorrow night against Watford City. It's time now for our player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Keep your looking your best. Check in online. Hairstylist today at sportclips.com. They got a new location open right up here on 43rd Avenue in Bismarck. You can check in there and get your lid dusted up a little bit at Sport Clips, and they bring you tonight's player of the game, who is Eden Fridley. Just an all-around good effort for Fridley tonight, as has a team high in digs and also in not a team high in digs, but 13 kills, 18 digs, and it's another good effort by the junior for the Patriots.
Yeah, she does a really good job for them, just all around. Like you said, she serve receives well, she serves well. You know, she's just a solid, dependable player for them.
Yeah, the assists right down the middle. Quinn Coast has 24 tonight. Geneva Ding, 25. Haven Fitterer leads them with 31 digs tonight. And Eden Fridley, again, leads the team in kills with those 13 on a balanced effort this evening for the Patriots. Eden Fridley, the junior, is your Sport Clips player of the game, where you can go to Sport Clips and feel like an MVP with that experience at Sport Clips, and they bring you tonight's game MVP. All right, that'll put a broadcast wrap for us on it tonight for us in the PSP Network. Again, football tomorrow night, Century at Minot, Fargo North at St. Mary's in high school football action. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, including our in-game sponsors. BNC National Bank brings you our scoreboard. Our pregame, as always, brought to you by Shields, our timeout sponsor, Hub International Insurance. Serve Pro brings you our set and match points. Our intermissions in between sets brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Our postgame, Planning Team Financial Advisors, and Shots Crossroads brings you that. Our player of the game by Sport Clips, and our Jobbers Moving and Storage. Great job tonight by our camera operator, and assist for Will Weeder tonight from Nick Holberg. Thanks for him for getting us back on the air tonight, as he had the magic touch with that power issue for us. As for Mackenzie Quindus, I'm Todd Domrys, repeating your final scores as Century sweeps it tonight on their home court. 27-25 in set 1. 25-13 in set 2, and 25-20 in set 3. The Patriots sweep it, and they advance and improve to 11-1 the season. Bismarck High falls to 7-6. That'll do it for tonight from Century High School, and until next time, fans, so long from Lynette Olson Gymnasium at Century High School.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.